Hi everyone. Welcome back to our deep dives. I'm finally returning to this format, although not fully prepared. Um, Essentially, today is very specific occasion. Today, and I've spoken in news at length about Mercedes residences by Bengati, but honestly, even given lack of my personal belief in the project, I heard too much good about it, and I heard too many people insisting for me to do a deep dive and for me to do a special kind of breakdown. And I will rant now about that for a bit while people are gathering and starting to watch, while we get in some audience. Um, So, for the time being, I will be speaking about what makes me less confident. Let's start with weak points and move on to strong points and move on to looking what it actually is. So, what makes me a little bit more skeptical is history of Bengatti's buildings, right? They not delivered a single luxury building yet in Dubai. They were focused on a budget market, and given that, yeah, they've done pretty well in a budget market in buying out land when it's extremely cheap and building very affordable residences at good price to quality ratio, to be fair to them. But none of it, absolutely none of it, being luxury. And obviously, when we're talking Mercedes places, when we're talking this kind of project, we're talking luxury. We're talking very premium. And as we're talking that kind of stuff, um, we're talking about uh, very specific skills, both in maintenance and later on running. And we're talking more about very specific skills in finding the right developers, with having the right QC. Uh, Given that, uh, we have not seen it from Bengati, but honestly, so many people had their own exploration of the project, and so many people absolutely loved it, that I feel like we should be talking about it. We should be talking about it, and also, of course, there's a lot of hype around Mercedes as a brand, Mercedes residences in Dubai, all of that. And obviously, I'm jumping on a high bandwagon. I'm not gonna lie about it. That's you know, this is a part of the equation for anybody who does any content online. Is jumping on the things which are popular now, and this project is definitely very, very, very popular. So, at this point, let's first talk about their video teaser. We'll watch that. We'll talk about that while people are still gathering up, while the stream is getting delivered to people as a notification. Um, and once we've seen that, we will be seeing the other stuff, and we will be seeing proper in-depth dive, seeing their literature. I don't come very prepared. I will be actually exploring it as much as the viewers are, and that's fine. I will share my insights as we go and possibly prove myself wrong, right? This is their launch video. Um,
Every single element in the architectural design of this tower has been meticulously formed to form a sleek and elegant profile in the skyline of Dubai. The multiple layering of the architectural elements and the way the design of the crown is formed is done in such a way that provides almost a sensuality and a duality of layers that forms this elegant profile.
Bengatti Developers is the perfect partner for us to create unique moments that are unmistakably Mercedes-Benz. I look forward to breaking ground and seeing this project to come to life over the next few months. Here's to this incredible journey ahead.
So yeah, we've seen the video. I decided to show it a little uninterrupted and show it as it is. This is essentially most of their video content, and given the both Bengatti's and Mercedes marketing machine, that's very little, guys. You got to try more. Recently we had Aldar's presentation, and that was incredible deep dive. I didn't really need to prepare all that much because of that. But here it's all I get, right? And all I get is that. Fair enough. What we know is they are actually collaborating with Mercedes. They're not just renting out their brand name for Dubai. They're actually producing products which are at heart Mercedes, or at least we hope it to be. And it's great to see some Mercedes stuff. And it's great to see a Mercedes brand which is extremely highly regarded, right? Mercedes, everybody knows the brand, everybody understands it. Their marketing machine is incredible. Their F1 team is amazing, although with Lewis moving to Ferrari, I feel like it's going to hurt Mercedes and it's not going to help Ferrari. But, oh well. I think it's the only move I've seen in a while where everybody loses. But yeah, going past the F1 and all that, let's see their official, brochure, see what they're talking about, see what they're presenting us with, and see what they're up to, right? So this is the brochure we got, which talks about the whole place and talks about it at length. So as you see, they have their own kind of concept of sensual purity. No idea what it is, but I guess. Why not? Either way, right? Let's get on for it, but we'll keep it in mind. So yeah, Bengatti is a Dubai developer, local developer, very much popular here with low-cost developments. Fine, right? So you see, they go through design philosophy, everything, right? So, yeah. So what is sensual purity? Finally, there's some explanation here, right? So it's a design philosophy of Mercedes-Benz, a philosophy that explores dipolarity between intelligence and emotion. Do I have to read it? I mean, yeah, it makes sense when you go into design theory. Fine, it does. But when talking practicality, when talking practical investment, when talking practical enjoyment of spaces and real estate, I mean, it's not very applicable. It's applicable to aesthetics. And aesthetics is very simple to me. To me, unless you're working on design personally, you don't need no explanation. What you need is you need to see the thing and see if you like the thing, right? But beauty and extraordinarity, right? It's all about beauty and extraordinarity. That's the message. That's the message I love, right? And what I less love is that they're Mercedes kind of leaning into their more modern design language in their latest concept art, into that kind of thing. I'm not the biggest fan. I believe it perfectly feasible, but not something I enjoy. So, forget about all the sales talk. We're trying to be honest. We're trying to be real on this breakdown. So, yeah. This is the building, the one in the middle, the bright blue, curvy shaped one, right? What can I say? What can I say? Looks cool. I love the renders. Will it look the same in person? I really hope so. I really hope so, because honestly, it will be great to look at when you're in downtown and Business Bay. Is it maybe a little too brightly lit? Probably, yeah. I mean, realistically, if you have that much lighting in real life on a building, it's a little overwhelming, because here you see a picture, you don't see it real sized, right? And we're going into project brief. Welcome to Dubai. If you need to know what Dubai is, write in chat. Otherwise, we all know what Dubai is, right? And I love how they put all the icons on the timeline here, right? And across the city skyline. And of course, Emirates Tower, of course, Burj Khalifa, Burj Al Arab, Atlantis the Royal are all here, right? Even Dubai Frame, fine. I hate it personally. I dislike it very strongly. And obviously, I absolutely love the Museum of the Future. I love how it's bizarre and different and still aesthetically pleasing, right? But then they put all of three of their big announcement towers in, right? As where, quite honestly, right, you could have put a lot of other towers in recognizability. And the funniest thing, all of those three towers do not yet exist, right? So I'll call them out on that immediately, right? But practically speaking, Mercedes Tower being this different will be an outstanding feature of Dubai skyline, so fair enough. The Bugatti residences, I hate the design, don't ask me why. I probably can't say that publicly, the reasons why I absolutely dislike the design. Burj Benghazi, long story. We're focusing on Mercedes-Benz places. This is the strongest brand out of all three they worked with. This is the one which has the best chance of pushing it to completion, and pushing it to completion at certain quality standard. And once again, I feel like the whole stream is me talking negatively about it, and I really wish it wasn't. What can I say? I'm just saying that the way they chose words is absolutely not the right path, really, to promote it. Revolutionary craftsmanship. We need a proof of that craftsmanship. Craftsmanship is the word you earn. I worked for decades for a company with, well, didn't work for decades. I worked for a number of years for a company with decades of fine craftsmanship experience, right? Who created luxury products at a big scale a lot, right? And been doing the true craftsmanship. And when I say true craftsmanship, I mean it. It was hand-polished wooden surfaces. It was hand-laid glass fiber, right? And you're already guessing what kind of product it is if you know your stuff, but fine, right? It was hand-stitched leather with perfect stitching. It was cabling jobs, so good that it looked just as good being disassembled as assembled, right? And all of that is extremely important. When you talk craftsmanship, it's very much earned, not implied. But yeah, I'm sorry, I kind of got upset with that because I remember how much of work the brand and the company was putting into saying what they produce is craftsmanship, right? But location wise, brilliant location, great access to all connecting roads, incredible line of sight to Burj Khalifa, given nothing will be built right in front of it, taller. So still choosing this kind of product, I would say we need to stay above floor 30. Above floor, maybe 25, 30s, where you almost guaranteed to get some views and some good views. And we'll go into layouts later. I had a quick glance. Actually, I have a lot of good to say when I start looking layouts and the general design behind the building. So craftsmanship, I'm upset. Design, yeah, you can tell it was done with Mercedes guys hand in hand because design is impeccable, both in functional and aesthetic sense, right? So here are they showing you the view. And yeah, currently in front of this building, what we're seeing is just some tennis courts. Will they stay there forever? Not guaranteed. Around those tennis courts, we'll have 2 more high rises, slightly limiting your views. Because as of now, you get really panoramic views of the downtown skyline, right? And really up close. But what's more important is you get on the right side of Burj Khalifa, you get on the side which has the screen. You get the side which has fountains in front of it. You have the side where you can see all of these old town buildings. And this is what I really like. This is what's really incredible. So what is without doubt here is a big win is location. Location is pretty great, should be pretty unobstructed views, especially on higher floors, and fairly good access everywhere by car, and even decent walking access to the downtown. It's not a long walk. It's not on your doorstep, but it's not a long walk. Side view, once again, that's what I'm saying. We've done a lot of pieces on Burj Royal. You see this on the front right of the scene. You see this building with a Mars sign on it. This is the Burj Royal. You've seen the views in our TikToks, everywhere if you're following us. If you didn't, absolutely breathtaking views. Absolutely the ones to die for, right? And this tower also delivers quite well. At least at the time. This view is at around floor 65. Let's call it 65. Be aware. So as we lower below, we start blocking out the view, right? We start being in the middle of high rises more. So this needs to be adjusted, right? And this needs to be understood. Yeah, so yeah, I guessed it right. 65th floor. So they took a top floor view. You see, I'm getting an eye for it. That's good. Ceiling height is 4.2 meters slab to slab. That's actually very good. It's very tall ceilings. As long as the communication's done right, should feel very spacious and very premium. 51 residential floors. 6 mechanical floors. Okay. Should be pretty spacious parking given the podium and basement. They call it the Hyper Tower. I don't know what Hyper Tower is. Please, somebody comment here. Tell me what Hyper Tower is. Not necessarily sure. just a big tower with luxurious stuff in it. Okay, makes sense, I guess. But they use whatever marks and terms they want. Not gonna dwell on it too much. So what else is good? It's obviously freehold. They claim the location is downtown. I'm pretty sure technically it's Business Bay. I am pretty sure. But we will find out. And they deliver units both furnished and unfurnished. Good thing on this point, right? Great thing on this point. When we're talking furnished or unfurnished, let's talk these designer towers. With these designer towers, what you want to get is furnished. Yeah, they will rip you off on pricing, right? It will be extremely expensive to get it furnished. When you calculate the actual price of the furniture, you add it on. But guess what? People coming into Mercedes branded tower want to live around Mercedes branded furniture. So if you ever selling, if you ever renting, short-term renting, right furnishing in those kind of projects is the deciding factor, because this is a destination for people who want a whole branded experience. Those branded towers are cool because you get branded experience at every step. This is the only way, and therefore you just have to get it furnished. So when you're booking one, book it furnished. I know we can do it for quarter of the price of what they do easily, right? And we'll make it luxurious as nice, but it won't be Mercedes. And it's only beneficial for me financially to give you unfurnished and then find you a crew to make it furnished, right? I'll make more money on that. Being transparent, but yeah, get it furnished. You'll thank us later. Mm-hmm. So, going back to the presentation, a paradigmatic demonstration of a form beyond comparison. They're using big words. I'm not good with big words. Fine. It's my second language. Deal with it. Don't care. Exclusive features and services, solar photovoltaic technology, solar panels. I don't know if it makes it cheaper, good. If you care, good. LEED certification, something to do with green stuff and green technology too. So if you like the sustainable, environmentally friendly, this is one of the cooler choices. Penthouses have private parking. Of course, you have private parking for your penthouses because a lot of people who will go there will be car collectors. Acoustic system, smart system, spa service. I don't know, they call smart system a stupid iPad controlling your lights instead of you being able to automate and connect it to your phone. We'll see if they do an actual smart home system. Acoustic system, yeah, that's kind of good. Mercedes is really good at getting right sound into their premium cars. Burmeister package is incredible, absolutely worth it. So spa service is good to know. That's actually valuable. Having spa in your building at this level is almost expected. But yeah, not bad. So Sky Infinity Pool. Yeah, you will have Infinity Pool at the top level for you to use. Probably going to be booking only, but with restaurant. But, you know, you have it. And once again, the important thing is it has private pools, right? A lot of apartments there have private pools. And this is important. Not many buildings in Business Bay will give you private pool in an apartment. And a podium pool is the one you will go to usually, as in with crowds of people and stuff. Obviously, you get a gym. Obviously, for branded premium billing, you get concierge services. obviously parking access card. I'm not sure how it's special. I mean, how else you access your parking? You get restaurants, you get valet service, which is nice. You know, if you're too tired to park, just have a person to do that for you. And housekeeping. Crucial service for this kind of building. Good to know. Immersive experience, they're saying. And also in a very Dubai fashion, they park G-Wagon. I don't like G-Wagons. If you like them, I don't care, fight me. Design details. This is where the fun begins. The renderings of the interiors are absolutely incredible, all right? The building exterior is not exactly for me. It is for some people, not for me, right? Interiors, they're cool. They're just outright cool. So, once again, you're seeing this infinity pool at the top. But look at this lobby. If it will be anything like that, that is incredible. That's incredible piece of organic design. I mean, let's just take it all in, right? It's natural stone, a very understated stone, a bit of textures, a bit of gloss, broken up by a couple of luxury fixtures, and a nice and good-looking wood paneling. If it will look like that in real life, I'm absolutely converted, right? I absolutely agree. It's going to be incredible. Also, it feels like in renderings they done the sign crooked, but oh well. So here's the, yeah. So this is the materials. So yeah, fluted details, travertine and walnut mostly. Two of probably my favorite interior materials, so yeah. Satin chrome mirror, sandwich glass, doesn't matter. All those like less of special stuff, but once again, the parquet is very general. Quilted leather, like you get in the Mercedes, quilted perforated leather. So you get this car interior DNA, and you're even more, it feels like more of a Maybach interior DNA. You don't see it in non-Maybach Mercedes all that much. I really like this cool touch of green Gaia marble as well. But, yeah. You see how they do the double height living rooms in some of the duplexes. This will look incredible. Although I have a bone to pick with the balcony, splitting it down the middle, but still, I feel like it's going to be looking pretty good. So here are the and we're moving into the project layouts, right? So their projects, all of their units are based on one of the historical or prototype models by Mercedes. And 2 bedrooms start very fittingly with Pagoda, right? Pagoda is one of the cars I actually really want to get for my collection. They're not very expensive, so pretty achievable. And I would absolutely love getting around on this little thing, right? And who doesn't like a convertible 2-seater? I mean, if you can, you should have one. Here are our 2-bedroom units, complete with pools. Please note, every apartment here has a pool. And this is impressive, right? And they have two 2-bedroom layouts, as you can tell, right? The blue and highlighted in blue and highlighted in orange. Orange ones will be cheaper. The blue ones will be more expensive, and they possess much bigger pool. They possess a bit more living space, significantly more living space, actually. It feels like, but possibly just better layouts. Either way, please take it in and see exactly what's happening here, right? they moved all of the services, they moved them all back. And they're moving all the balconies forward, facing downtown, facing Burj Khalifa. So nobody gonna have a roadside view. Nobody gonna have significantly inferior view. And me being absolutely hell-bent on telling everyone, get the best view you can. It's the way to make money. It's a way to secure your investment. Getting the best view is not just emotional decision. It's what guarantees retention of value and retention of liquidity of your property in Dubai, even if adverse times come in, right? So either way, those are low floor units, but still, if we assume that the park and this kind of green area retains mostly, you're still going to get great views towards downtown, towards skyscrapers. The skyline view going to be incredible. You're probably going to be too low to make out any of the pools. You're probably going to be high up enough to see the light show on the Burj Khalifa. Let's carry on. So this is the 1A. So this is the simpler option. Still incredible, don't get me wrong, but simpler. And as you can see, it has a couple of unique features. The unique features are, you got 2-bedroom with a maid's room. You got 2-bedroom with maid's room, and nobody ever gets that, right? And you get 2-bedroom with balcony pool. Once again, absolutely impossible anywhere else in Dubai, especially in this area of Dubai. If you're looking for 2-bedroom with a balcony pool and a maid's close to downtown, or as they claim, within downtown, this is your only option. Carrying on. Same, but mirrored. Once again, I absolutely hate those massive structural towers going through the middle, but can't do much about them, and they made the best effort to move them out of the way, so okay, fine. Yeah, they made them look kind of cool. I see an issue here, guys. Can you see an issue? No access room surrounding the column towards us. How the hell are you going to clean the window on the inside? Or are you going to always see it? Is it going to be accessible somehow? I don't know. Hopefully it will. If it's going to be a small crawl space, I mean, hopefully Made-You-Hire is small enough to get there, but this is Mercedes. Mercedes cars never been easily serviceable, neither should the Mercedes building. It's fine. I love this isometric view. For people who are less used to floor plans, this is the way to look at it, right? And this is the way to get it all in. And I'll give you a second, as I need my drink. So, as you can tell, you get master bedroom with fairly spacious bathroom shower, and more importantly, you get incredible views out of your bathroom, right? You might tell me you don't need it. Trust me, nothing feels better than having your bathroom have a better view than most apartments. Nothing makes you feel better about yourself. Once again, living room kitchen is pretty spacious, not giant. Everything in this cool kind of curvy styling, not many sharp angles, very new Mercedes style. If you enjoy it, it's very much in line, and that's what I like. I like that this building had to be built with Mercedes properly. And you can see the maid's room space and the powder room space. And how it becomes a living space there, don't ask me. I don't want to think about that, right? But anyway, It's a practical building. You get a decent sized pool. It's not huge, it's more of a plunge pool, but you know what? It's a 2-bedroom. Let's move on. This is the second layout. Second layout is a little more spacious, is a little more open space. But doesn't get the view out of your bathrooms. So, you know what? You lose some things, you gain some things. Once again, smaller walk-in wardrobe as well, actually. So I don't think this layout is actually any bigger. Wait, let me see. Suite area is 169 square meters. Once again, this 2-bedroom is the size of a good 3-bedroom, 169 square meters, 1,800 square foot. And 1,400. No, it is 20 square meters larger. Oh well. I guess it uses space not as efficiently. That's as far as I'm gonna go with it. Yeah. Still great layout. You get much bigger pool. So if you're looking for a bigger pool and you willing to forego breathtaking views when you're taking your morning procedures, right? Maybe that's a good option, right? You lose some, you win some. But I would say that to me, those two units should be almost equally valuable. Obviously, the Type 2 will be more expensive and it has better views as well. It has more frontal views. Once again, it will be more expensive. I believe here actually the best price to quality ratio will be Type 1. B is same. Yeah, absolutely same. Here's the isometric view, which I absolutely love that they've done. Yeah. Looking at it, you see it's a pretty large pool. It's extensive, full-length patio balcony. It's not a balcony, it's a patio. Very spacious, very large. You don't get those in downtown usually as well. Unfortunately, you get pool right in front of your bedroom window, so privacy can suffer. But once again, that's what curtains are for, you know. All in all, it's decent layout. It's a pretty good layout, but I feel like the layout one is better value for money. And I'll go into prices and I'll mention them very, very briefly. I'm not talking specific prices here because it has no relation to what you're really going to pay. Well, it bears some relation, but there will be some expenses regarding money transfers. There will be some expenses regarding booking, regarding DLG registration, etc. So, you know, you want to price up. It all depends on the floor as well. It all depends on a specific unit. You want it priced up, you just message us. Leave a comment under a video or go to our website and fill in a form. Either one. So once again, this is their interiors of the duplex. They seem to show off it more. Maybe that's the one they fully rendered by the time they made the brochure, but oh well. It's pretty cool. So the next one is the Grand Mercedes suite. After the famous The Grand, the first, I don't think it was called S-Class. I think it's the one right before the S-Class, but it's a Pullman, right? It's a classic Pullman. If you're a supervillain, dictator, or leader of state, that's a car you take. Apartments might be slightly less upscale. I don't think it's exactly at the supervillain level, but it's getting there. So 3 apartments per floor, Type 1 in the corners, and a full frontal Type 2, right? Once again. We'll see how it goes, but here is Type 1, 200 square meters. So a significant gain in floor area, 2,100 square feet, fine. Um, Once again, you get the views out of your restroom. But not in the master suite. In a VIP suite you get. In a master suite you get a bit more storage actually, and a bit more of ample space, I feel like. And you get direct access to a balcony, of course. Once again, the pool, honestly, it feels a lot like the 2-bedroom with the extra bedroom attached, which, guess what? It's the same building and it's 3 bedrooms, so it will look like that. Type B, same but mirrored. Once again, everybody gets a view. Everybody gets nice space to themselves. Very spacious, private pool, once again. And 3 bedrooms. Even 3 bedrooms, it's hardly achievable to get a pool with within the Business Bay area and downtown area. Isometric view, you can tell that once again the master bedroom will have incredible views, will look absolutely stunning. You get the best views out of your bedroom rather than out of your living room, and I think it's a very deliberate choice. And I respect this deliberate choice, although I would have done it differently, right? But either way, this is very good layout. Although I think the next layout gonna look much better. So this one 15 square meters more, 200 square foot more, so 2,300. Fine. Not significant difference at this size at this point. But, oh wow, layout is much better. So everybody gets a prime view. Simple logical line of bedrooms. Very cool display kitchen in the back. With the closed kitchen attached to it, which is also very useful. Simply put, this is next level of catering, right? Having your closed kitchen and display kitchen means you can serve drinks out of display kitchen and have it as a party hangout space, while your enclosed kitchen still working with probably someone in there getting ready some snacks, some catering for your friends for the parties. And honestly, if you have an apartment like that and you're not throwing parties, what the hell are you doing? This is the layout. This is the one. Let's move on, right? Isometric view, once again. Here you can really appreciate the views you get, how the kitchen positions, so you still enjoy the views, right? Everything in the apartment facing those incredible windows, those downtown views. Once again, those are a little higher up, so the view is going to be better anyway. That's where you start getting into the height where you can actually feel like you can explore downtown by just looking out of your window. This is the height where it starts feeling truly impressive. And this is your, essentially, this feels like a mini penthouse. You will get this kind of penthouse feel out of it while having less than penthouse prices. Let's keep going. And they keep providing us with absolutely incorrect view out of the window rendered. I'm sorry, I know downtown too well, so that completely breaks my immersion, but otherwise, once again, you see how understated, cool, and luxurious and detailed the interiors are. If they're going to be anything like that, it's incredible. Obviously, this floating bathtub is very cool, very impractical, and extremely scary to be in. And doesn't look good when somebody's using it. But we're getting to the interesting bits, right? And we get into the penthouse layouts. The penthouse layouts are the important ones. So, let's start with presentation. Okay. Vision 111 penthouse. Getting very close to joke Americans don't like, but okay. Vision 111. This is their concept. I think one of the recent ones. Obviously supposed to be electric. So boring. But yeah, you got 2 apartments per floor. I'm not sure how it's a penthouse. You just get 2 layouts which are mirrored once again. 4-bedroom unit. So it's just a 4-bedroom, but they called it penthouse to make you feel better. So is there anything super special, outstanding? Not really. Not really. You do have more storage spaces and more practical spaces, of course. You get a pretty large foyer, and you know your arrival experience to your apartment going to be very special, and that's good. This one is the same. Let's see isometric, right? Maybe I'm getting it better this way. But yeah, it's pretty simple actually. It's nothing outstanding. I just like the way they have a VIP room directly competing in quality of living with the master bedroom, right? So when, let's say, you need a second person living in a similar level of comfort as you are, this delivers. Otherwise, once again, we already got the vibe about the layouts here, and we got the vibe about what they're going for. And once again, everybody gets a view, a lot of access to the balcony, private pool. Wish it was bigger, but I assume it's the technological limitation. And we're moving on to Galving Penthouse. Why is it not a top tier, just 5-bedroom? I don't know, but Galving is amazing, right? Arguably the best car Mercedes ever made. Let's see if that catches up. So we're starting off strong. It's 5 bedrooms and a full floor. Let's see. Bedroom. Sorry guys, I'm not sure what's the empty space, but as far as you can see, it's a lot of bedrooms. There's secondary entrance as well, so you have your own entrance, the grand entrance, and the staff entrance, which is very good. You get 2 identical living rooms and 2 slightly different dining rooms, in case your family is a little fractured and you don't want to be together. I guess you get much bigger pool though. This is the benefit. And it's really hard to tell here, right? Which is the master bedroom. Oh, okay. I see. Master bedroom gets better bathroom, but gets probably the worst view out of the whole apartment. Interesting decision. Not necessarily something I would go for, but maybe you don't care bedroom views, right? Not everybody does. Some people use it just for sleep, right? And a lot of practical spaces, of course. Of course, enough of them maid quarters, enough of bedrooms, enough of entertainment space. everything really, including storage. But then we have this massive empty space, which probably going to become your study, probably going to become your private reading library, get away from people space, which is great. They built it in and they have not laid it out in any way. This is very your space, and I understand this concept. Obviously, it can be configured with developer, but I'm pretty sure when you buy in this kind of penthouse, you would like to configure it specifically to your liking, especially if it's your study. Yeah, here it is. It's configured as an office in the render. As you can tell, it's kind of 2 living rooms, mini living room and a large living room. In the render, it actually makes more sense, the public spaces. And once again, we can see the master and the VIP. They are kind of different corners of the building. It's a lot of space, actually, and it's great. We will see how it's going to get utilized, but it looks like really smart layout. It looks like Mercedes genuinely participated in it. Nothing outright bad about this penthouse, but honestly, let's move on and see how they are about to make look this one boring. EQ Silver Arrow penthouse. I'm not sure how it's supposed to be more premium compared to Gullwing, but this is the Mercedes vision. I'm not here to argue it. It's the duplex penthouse. It's what we've seen in the beginning, the double height windows in the living room. So it takes up 2 floors. And this is the first floor with a couple bedrooms, kitchen, living room, obviously stairs going up. Majority of it is your personal gym, your study, your living room, right? And a couple bedrooms in the corners, I assume for a case of having guests. This is the first level, right? As you can tell, it's very spaciously arranged. It's a lot of free space. Because we're higher to the top, we need less of structural components and pillars, which makes it much more livable, much more open in the living room. Makes a lot of sense. And the second floor. As you can see, there's the master bedroom on the right with its own second balcony for the second floor, and there's a couple bedrooms on the other side with a second mini living room with pantry, all of the stuff. Second entrance, I assume it's a side entrance, and it's a storage there, so people, you can essentially have delivery people access your apartment and storage without actually entering your apartment, if that's something which bothers you. You get your own spaces all over. At this point, this layout is very open, right? It's not trying to conserve space because you got 2 floors of the whole building of space. No need to conserve space. It's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still a 5-bedroom like a previous one, but takes almost twice as much space. You can see how it's arranged here with all the access spaces, with kind of a hidden door there, you know, going to the second entrance in case you want to sneak into your bedroom with all the guests not noticing, or sneak out of your house and go for a walk, relax. Once again, your family getting too loud, you just sneak out through the second floor entrance, nobody sees you go. Very useful. I'll tell you, I know people have their own dressing rooms, having a secret entrance just so they can leave the house without making it known. Incredible solution. Should be in every duplex. And double height ceiling in the living room. but your double height glazing is broken up by the balcony. On one side, you get in a second balcony, you get in more outdoor space. Probably great idea. On the other hand, it breaks up the uninterrupted double glazing views with these ceiling heights. It should be absolutely jaw-dropping. It is a decision I wouldn't do, but I assume a lot of people would take this practical decision. And once again, we're with Mercedes, German brand, very practical. Fine. Once again, you see the space is rendered out. Looks incredible, great finish, great details. Uhlinghout Coupe penthouse is the next one. It's a triplex penthouse. Let's see. Oh well, let's see. Starting with the first floor of 3 floors of this penthouse. And let's start counting bedrooms. So there's this guest bedroom at the ground floor. Once again, if somebody's visiting, it's a nice spacious bedroom. About size of a master and a bit off the 2-bedroom. So we're already starting strong. Are one of the simplest bedrooms here for people who just want to crash at your proverbial couch. We'll get a bedroom which is greater than most of the other bedrooms in this building, right? Okay, but you also get private gym, private cinema, display and catering, kitchens, special accesses for stuff. You're getting your own salon, you're getting your spa areas. You get in essentially everything you would need on this ground floor of your apartment, on the first floor of your apartment. Once again, a large pool, a lot of outdoor space. Let's get into isometric view and you'll understand. So yeah, they configured a yoga room instead of a gym, but well, that's an option. It depends what you do. Once again, your own study, your own reception room essentially, with this beautiful spiral staircase. Absolutely love this accent in the duplex and triplex. With great display features, big, at least double, possibly triple ceiling height. Living room, we will find out soon. So this is the second floor. So this is where you got your secondary bedrooms. Once again, because we're towards the top, it's getting pretty narrow, so you only get a specific mini kitchen. So you don't need to go to a main kitchen, obviously, on another floor. Next to the 2 bedrooms where people gonna live, and obviously its own little living room space as well, with some views and some balconies. You can tell, makes all the sense in the world. Once again, you get special access for stuff, secret passageways, all of that stuff. It's very European, right? It's very actually British. If you would look, old Victorian houses would have a complete parallel systems for maids to move around without appearing in the house, and they would just appear from random walls, ready to work, right? This kind of cool. They're bringing it back. It's not necessarily important, but it's cool to see how would you solve this problem, right, with modern living arrangements. And this is your third. So only double ceiling height in the living room, but this is your master with a second pool. So here you get 2 pools, one for everyone and one for just the master bedroom. And once again, 2 more bedrooms here, so it's a 6-bedroom. Once again, some more spaces, some specific massage room. There's the steam sauna, all of that. You got the full spa treatment for you yourself here. So top floor is for you and your close ones, more private. So hence you got your sauna steam, more private activities, more close friends related activities at least. Located on the top floor of your apartment, traffic completely separated out. Let's see how it looks. So yeah, this is the master bedroom with massive living arrangement, with panoramic views. And I see a pillar dead center of your view. I would hate it. That's a deal breaker for me, but if it isn't for you, call us. Anyway, yes, we're looking into other stuff, and it's a good arrangement. It's enough space. It's a lot of spa facilities, massage rooms, everything you would ever need. Obviously, this is the price is no object. I want to leave the best I would want to leave apartment. This is not practical purchase. This is fully emotional. If you think you can make money on that purchase, I'll ask you not to believe that. No, this is for you and you yourself to spoil yourself. But looking at that, this is the Bengati Places. And as per usual, we're not getting a lot of viewership. It's unlikely to get any questions. We didn't get any throughout the session. I'm just double checking all the statistics to see commenting or not commenting. But either way, I will probably stop here. We've been streaming for an hour. That's the most I can muster up after a work day. Thank you everyone who tuned in. Thank you everyone for attention. If you're watching it later on, welcome. Comments are still open. Please comment, ask us questions. We are very interactive on our social media. We'll be happy to help you. But this have been a breakdown of Mercedes residences in Dubai. A very different tower. Actually, after looking into it, I see really cool features with it. I believe it's a niche solution, but either way, I believe there's buyers who will enjoy it, and I believe it will be a fairly successful one if completed to this standard. So Mercedes, please watch Bengati. And we're ending our stream, and see you hopefully next week in a stream or beginning of next week in the news.